Welcome back to the Inside MNU Athletics. I'm your host, Noah Franke. Today I'm joined by the women's soccer coach, Bryce McClanahan, and a junior Bella forward, middle, kind of everywhere. Very versatile. I'll let you guys introduce yourself first before we start.
Sweet. No, thank you, Noah. Coach Bryce, obviously, sitting here next to me is, Bella Leon. She's a stud. She's a baller. Yeah, incredible. She even makes goat noises, so watch out.
Yeah, I've heard you made some goat noises, made some secret noises and some impressions. Can we hear any of them today?
Pre-game noise right there.
There you go. If you don't get hyped somehow, that's got to be the way to do it.
Yeah, and then we have a bunch of people on the team that bark.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Some chihuahuas and some big dogs as well.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. First of all, we're going to start with you, Bella. Give us a quick recap of how the season's gone so far.
Yeah, so the season, we came in preseason in July. 3 weeks of preseason. We did really well to prepare. And then we started off 8-0. It was awesome. And then, we've had some ups and downs through the rest of the season, but we're getting ready for postseason now. So.
Yeah, and how about you, Coach Bryce? How do you feel?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's crazy that we are, 2 days away from November conference tournament and things like that. But, I would just say, I believe it is an incredible group, kind of from top to bottom, right? Bella is one of the captains this year. She is a captain alongside of Emily Carrasco, so a senior and a junior. And I just say, I've got 2 daughters. These people are incredible, high character. They're very focused, very, dedicated to what they do. They lead really well. Like she said, right, we came in just the tail end of July. I had a really good preseason, to be honest. We put them through the gauntlet. So it was 5 fitness assessments. In years past, I think we've maybe done 2 or 3 in a preseason. Maybe one time we did all 5. So the ladies, right, my kind of message to them was, we're choosing hard. It's not going to come and find us. So I felt like they, put their head down. They went to work. Our first game was, top 25 team in John Brown. They came our way. Last year we went to them and they beat us, so we had to return the favor. The ladies fought really, really hard and earned that first win. And then kind of from there, right, the rest of those opening games we did well. We were challenged a little bit, and then we went into conference play. So that's a little bit about kind of how we started, and obviously, right, conference regular season is all done now. So.
Yeah, the postseason is coming up, but look back on a couple of the games. You guys started out 6-0 and then beat Baker by a huge amount. Talk a little bit about that Baker's game.
Yeah, man. That's wild. I never would have thought that we would win that game 9-0, right? Baker, over the years, is definitely a rival. I think over, probably the last 3 or 4 years, that rivalry has gone down a little bit for whatever reason. But I think last year, right, we missed the national tournament. And so... Yeah, I felt like we did the work in order to earn a place at the national tournament, but that didn't work out. And so I think our message this year is make it undeniable that, you deserve to be there. So I think it was 4-0 at the half. And then, we put up 5 in the second half. And I think every single lady that was in the game day roster played, and they probably played close to 45 minutes. So it was a full team performance. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite games for sure. I think something with us is we're relentless and we're constantly hungry. So we're not going to stop. We're not going to drop to the level of the other team. And I don't know, I think everyone put in the work that game and it really showed. So.
Yeah, you started off so hot. You probably had a lot of conference dreams. You're looking for the national tournament, obviously, as that was a big snub last year. And you went through kind of a dry spell. Talk about that hard little patch there and how that you guys have become resilient since then.
Yeah, man, no doubt. So, I think we were 2 games into conference, and then we hosted William Penn here. William Penn, right, we were pretty shocking that day, honestly, kind of across our entire team. But it wasn't just a bad performance. It was a bad week of practice, and the ladies, were aware of it. So, I felt like that was kind of an eye-opening game, right? I think we were down 2-1, and within the last maybe 7 minutes, something like that, we were able to tie it. But that's a team, right, that we shouldn't tie. And so that one felt like a loss. We were able to kind of go up and down after that. We did have some, I'd say, good performances that we were not able to get results. So we were on the road at Clark. I think we were down 1-0 at half, and then we tied it 1-1. Had all the momentum. Had 2 key injuries. I think M. Carrasco went down and Akea Day, she went down. And then, we got beat kind of on the counterattack and lost that game 3-1. So, yeah, that was probably a pivotal time as well of kind of if we gotten a result against a good team, a solid team, we kind of probably could have changed trajectory a little bit, but we didn't. And so, we've kind of battled on. I'd say a high point of the season in conference was probably the Benedictine home game. Complete game, honestly. How we played and the result we got was incredible from back to front. I think the final was 3-0 that day. And then, crazy. I never would have thought we would have ended, in 5th place, to be honest with you, with the team that we have. So definitely don't believe that we've maximized our potential, and I think that we talk pretty openly about that. But what thoughts do you kind of have with any of that so far?
Yeah, so obviously after William Penn, I think our consistency has been a little rough, a little rocky. We've had talks, we've had meetings as a team, just as players, just trying to understand maybe what the reasoning for all of this is. I know adversity is part of the process, and our responses some have been good, some have not. But, we're working through it, and thankfully, I do feel like this next week is going to be a reset, and it's going to turn around from here. So.
Yeah, obviously losing a big leader like Emily does play a tough effect, and she's been out for the last 2 games, and it's been hard to score for you guys. Talk about what that adjustment is going to look like from the postseason to conference and all of that.
Yeah, no doubt. The word we're using is reset, right? She said it. We played on Friday of this past week and then didn't play Saturday, nothing Sunday. Took Monday to have a meeting, but we didn't train. And so physically, right, at this time of year, you're typically, taped together, that kind of thing. Hey, get away, right, rest, recover. And then we had a training session yesterday, and it was probably one of the best training sessions all year, to be honest with you. Great energy, that kind of thing. So I think ultimately it's right. We have seen us kind of maximize our potential in certain moments, but it is about finding that consistency. So, right, I knew that this year we were going to have to move M from basically a center mid to a 9. I don't know how many goals she has, 12, give or take. But anyway, she's shown that she can score, right? So obviously her being out, definitely affects the team. But I do think that we still have the tools to, find a way to win, even when she's out. So fortunate thing is she'll be back, which is incredible. But yeah.
Yeah. So having Emily gone for the last, she got hurt in the Park game, but the last game that, it sucked. But like he said, we had the team to push through, injuries and people gone. So. Yeah, I just believe that our togetherness is truly special. I think obviously we're really talented individually, but collectively it's unmatched when we put the work in.
Looks like you guys probably head to Clark for the conference tournament. What did you guys learn from the first matchup, and how can you adjust from there?
Definitely. Clark, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. We gave them some goals, honestly. So I think, we're trying to go and control the spaces. I think they controlled the spaces last time. Jose and I have been watching film, honestly, so much. We've been, whiteboarding, all of that good stuff, right, that coaches do. So, we had a great session yesterday, but I would just say where we play the game will be different, and I think that will be key in order to get a result on the road. So,
Yeah, last year, you guys got snubbed, like we talked about already, from nationals. How do you guys feel about your chances this year, and what's the biggest difference?
Definitely. I think as a coaching staff, genuinely, can't believe that we're in 5th place. But I would say there's this deep hunger to basically be like, man, we need to look in the mirror and be like, we finished 5th, right? And so we've put the work in order to get 5th. We need to change some things. And so the level of preparation, right, and I would just say extreme ownership of things, like we do from the top down all the way. So I think I really, really like our chances of going to the national tournament. And I think that we have got a good path, honestly, right? If we go to Clark, take care of business, right? From there, we'll kind of see who it is. Maybe it's a Benedictine, but 2 teams that will be tough. But I believe we can absolutely get the result to get us to a final. If Moval gets there, then that means we go to the national tournament. If CMU gets there, man, we get to beat CMU, hopefully, right in a final. So I think, right, the women's program has never won conference or never won the tournament. I would love to go to nationals, but I would say even more, I want to win conference tournament. So that's what we're focused on right now.
Yeah, I would say right now we're definitely focused on one day at a time. So first the conference tournament, and then we'll start thinking about nationals. But we definitely, we have shown, and despite some results, we have shown that we can compete with even the harder teams in the conference.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us for today's interview. I do hear that we have some impressions that we have to have on camera. So,
Okay.
Belle, if you have any, go ahead.
Okay, Ariana Grande, Cat from Victorious. I can't believe you didn't know that.
Gosh, I don't think I've heard that. I've heard
It's
the
first
goat.
time for everything.
I feel like I do it a lot.
You know what I mean? The goats, the impressions, many talents. We'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. This is Inside MNU Athletics.
Thank you.
And thank you.